Alright folks, sitting here once again in Johannesburg Nature Reserve. I'm barefooted, feet on the ground, and been here for about 20 minutes or so. No one else around, and just settling in, you know, settling in and observing. Like as I sat down here, there were so many things I didn't notice. And as I sit and I observe and I'm present enough, so much unfolds for me. You know, even before, okay, now there aren't really birds around now, but there were a lot of birds and I didn't even notice them. Now they're gone, but you know, just to be present, it's strange because I'm actually in the heart of Johannesburg, a very busy, bustle city, you know, and just grounding my energy into nature, into the space. I'm listening, I'm hearing the water running, flowing, feeling the wind blow. It's rather hot today. Feeding the flies as well, and asking questions. Asking a lot of questions, a lot of things that I don't understand. You know, a lot of things I don't understand. And I ask those questions to nature. I ask it to these trees, to the water, to the birds. You know, and I wonder if I'm even ready for the answers, if I could even understand the answers. One of it is that I do not understand how human beings, no matter how conditioned, no matter how hurt, no matter how traumatized, can only see beauty and, you know, well, a hatred for truth, a loathing for truth. I don't understand that. I've said this so many times before. I don't understand how people can look at these trees and see them as commodity, see them as turning them into paper to destroy. I do not understand it. And that man is allowed to mock, you know, ridicule, depreciate nature and hurt and harm nature and one another. I do not understand these things. I do not understand how we are able to get to a level of such spiritual void and bankruptcy. I don't understand it. I don't understand it. These are beyond my understandings. I don't understand why, how sometimes, like, you know, the movie The Lorax, it's really worth a worthwhile watch, the movie The Lorax. It's based on a Dr. Seuss book. And The Lorax, again, is about a young guy who manages to cut down trees and turn them into sneeds. And the sneed doesn't really have any real value. It can be anything. It can be a scarf, it can be a hula hoop. You know, the idea of the Lorax, this was in the 1970s, I think, the original came out. The book or the cartoon, you can Google it, you can YouTube it. And they turns it into sneeds. And the Lorax comes along, this creature of the trees who speaks for the trees, and he says, be careful what you do. You can't break down nature, you can't disturb, you can't destroy nature for something that isn't worthwhile. Something that hasn't, it's a law. It will fight back. And the young-minded individual boy says, I don't care. If you watch the recent one, the more recent one, maybe it's about 4 or 5 years old, that one's intense, eh? That one is a young chap He wants to show his parents that he can be a success. There's a song in that, watch it. I mean, do yourself a favor, or I don't know. You can watch the song of it. It's called How Bad Can I Be? From the Lorax. Of this young guy saying that it's a law of nature, it's survival of the fittest. I take care of mine, you take care of yours. You know, and I can do what I want because it's survival of the fittest. There's nothing wrong with what I'm doing. How bad can I truly be? I can't be bad. There is no such thing as bad in this world, the materialist believes. The one who is based in the Matrix believes, in a way. The world is inverted. I don't understand how the world can become so inverted. I don't understand how we're allowed to go as far out as we are. I don't know how children are allowed to be indoctrinated, are allowed to be hurt, allowed to be abused, allowed to be programmed. I don't know how that happens. I don't know. I ask nature. I ask the birds, I ask the bees, I ask the clouds, you know, the spirits of the plants. And I ask and I say, is this free choice? Is that an answer? Is that the answer that comes back? Is free choice? Oh, because I know and I feel inherently that it's only within this dimension, in a way that it's just so inverted. I don't understand how we cannot care. Again, in the movie The Lorax, he says, unless someone like you cares, nothing is going to change. Because he's saying to this boy who wants to grow the trees back, you know, this is a boy in the future, talking to the guy who cut down all the trees for his needs and made businesses. I don't know, how much is the human individual who was born on this planet, how much are they to blame? How much responsibility do they have when they are born into a world where they need to make money to survive? So they need to get a job. They need to get a job that hurts nature, that hurts animals, right? Or whatever it is. It's advertising, marketing. Whatever it might be, you get what I'm saying. Politics or something like that. It's like, well, I need to survive. I've been put into this predicament. I need to survive. So how much of it is justified? There's so many answers we don't understand. How much people are responsible? How are the people that are alive today are responsible for the situation? But it doesn't seem to work that way, because look at the Titanic. How many people on the Titanic? You're telling me that that was the fate of all those people, that they deserved to die at the hands of greedy, corrupt, let's just say, grandiose men. That's the story of the Titanic. Every single person, or people in the World Trade Centers, they're all evil people. No, this family that I spoke about in my previous recording this morning, 16 people in a minibus taxi died. You know, well, this was another situation. 13 died a week ago. They all happened to be family members. They all were destined for the same fate. How does that work now, people? People that are caught up in a tsunami, a tornado, an avalanche, a mudslide. I'm smelling a perfume and there's nobody around. How is it that it's all the same destiny? Why is it that it seems like the evil people seem to live the longest and the good people don't seem to hang around very long? How does it work? And like what I'm saying again, that when I spend time in nature, you can feel that there is a spirit here that is unpenetrable, that is unable to be touched by the hands of man. You know? There is an energy that resides. It's like, I don't know, I'm just trying to think, like the dream state. In the dream, you know, in a way, man cannot touch that, so to speak. Although it seems to, like the movie Inception. So maybe there is, but that energy, that realm, the psychic realm in a way, or something, the supernatural realm, the spiritual realm, cannot be infiltrated, cannot be affected. I truly feel that. I truly believe that. I believe that evil exists in this world, and mostly in this world. I think in the higher octaves, in the higher places, evil, there is no place for it. It cannot manifest. So this is an extreme out, far out, on the edge of space, if you will, planet, dimension, that is here for the most extreme type of brutality, shadow, evils that could possibly be, perpetrated through the whole of, the Logos, the cosmic, universal something or other. I don't know. But for me personally, there's things in my life that I am trying to make peace with, that I have a hard time making peace with. My history, my past, my story, where I'm at currently, very, very hard to make peace with. I was watching this thing with Teal Swan, because I've been doing some research into the New Age community of people, spokespeople and whatever, and I must say, now it's going to sound like ridiculous, but Teal Swan, she doesn't mince her words. She's straight up in certain ways. She's a very powerful woman. A lot of people, I see like criticisms of she being schizophrenic and psychopathic, and if I tell you, I see very few of those traits. I just think she's a very, look, I've got, she's controlled opposition, there's no question about it, and whatever it is, but she admits on how many times that it's not just love and light, although she'll preach love and light. And I'm amazed by her, I don't know what it is about her, in a sense, that has just got an energy which is, she's a bit hectic. She talks about suicide being a solution to a life that is just so riddled with problems. She says, just press the reset button. That's all it is, which is a hectic part, thing to take. But like, she says people's lives are so unrecoverable. They are so damaged, and all they're going to do, and they are so broken that all they're going to do is create more brokenness, etc. That, just press the reset button and try again. Because she believes you come back again, and you might, like, sometimes, when you're tired and you haven't stepped for a long time and your thoughts aren't correct and you can't focus and you're irritable, and just you're moody. And when you have a good night's rest, you wake up the next day, you feel fresh. You feel like, okay, let me start again. I think that's kind of what she's saying, but it's harsh. I'm not saying I agree with her. So what am I saying? So she says, because I think she tried to commit suicide once, because she speaks about the scars on her arms, the lines, of when she cut into her own skin. Cutting into your own skin, can you believe it? We can go as far as to do that. We can go as far, it's suicide. For the people, for myself, I felt I was suicidal in the way that I just wanted to enjoy myself. I just wanted to give myself a heart attack, become really obese, an alcoholic, and then just basically have a heart attack or something like that, and then just be dead, type of thing. And that's what I thought. I didn't have the guts to jump off a building. Can you believe it? Can we imagine it for just a moment where that person might be? To take their own life by jumping off a building or by taking pills or something like that, to create such a harm to themselves. Can we ever imagine? Where is the love? I'm saying that that person needs from somebody else, from other people. Where is it? How can we get to such a degree of teenagers who take their lives? How is it? Where is the support system? Where is the structure of something other community? You know, why are we so oblivious that we don't have therapies, we don't have places for people to go and heal? Why? You feeling suicidal? Well, we won't just drug you up and put you in some kind of institution, lock the key and throw away, lock the door and throw away the key. We won't do that. You'll be invited into a loving community out in nature. We will able to heal you. And so people feel that there is no hope. There is no hope. It's very, very heavy. I don't know. I'm just having a rant, I suppose. I'm just, because I think that people who feel also suicidal in that way, they can cause. So just coming back to Teal Swan, but I don't know. There's much I want to be saying, but like, I understand for a sensitive soul. Like, let's say I come back here in 5 years' time. The last place in Johannesburg that is still free-flowing water in a sense, where there's trees, as you can see, there's not many buildings around and whatever it is. And I'll come back here in 5 years' time, let's just say, and I'll find this water will be completely polluted, right? Completely polluted. You'll have people here that put up sort of makeshift houses, zinc roofs or whatever it is. They moved in from the countries. They moved in here. They set up shop. They've polluted this river. It's filled with Coke cans, beer bottles, whatever it is. The children can't play in it. The birds run away. Whatever it is. Then some kind of contractor comes in and tears down all the trees or whatever it is. It's barren. It's dry. And the people that live here, again, pollution, drunkens, or whatever it is, crime-ridden. Nobody's able like me to come and sit here and feel safe and secure and whatever it is, and just destroyed. And so for myself, I will feel that pain. I will feel that loss. I will feel that despair. And I will give up hope. And so many of us are giving up hope. So many of us are giving up belief that there is goodness, that there is truth. This matrix illusion is at such a high capacity at the moment. It's so convincing. It's making things so desperate, so bad, turning us against each other from so many levels, just really milking whatever's, I don't know, it's just, it's a force to be reckoned with, this matrix. And sometimes, I'll listen to Neil Kramer and he says, empire is finished. Their time is done. Their rule of law, or their rule, is over. They've been ruling for how many thousands of years or something like that. And it's over. And I'm like, well, not without a fight, my man. Not without a fight. And sometimes I think that they will always be ruling on this planet. I don't know how. I don't know how nature will allow for it. Again, I don't know how. They've got a lot of tricks up their sleeve, and I do think that they'll eventually, I don't know whether if they've depopulate the planet or something like that, that they'll try to fix it up somehow or another, because they've got big plans, and they'll try and return people not back to nature in a way, but like a synthetic nature type of thing, just to be able to get nature in order to not sort of be so out of balance in a way. Now, I don't know what I'm even talking about, because I think the human psyche, once the human psyche is out of balance, I think the natural rhythms and cycles of nature are out of balance. So it's hard to say, we don't know, I don't know, no one knows. Well, no one that I know certainly knows. It's a darn mystery. Anyways, so, but I tell you, if it wasn't for talks like this that I do, I need to do these talks, because I need to, afterwards, most of the time, I feel inspired, I feel connected, I feel alive. I feel, in my truth. I feel calm. I feel, something or other good. And I feel connected. But without these talks, without the internet, without YouTube, without nature, without like-minded people that I talk to online, without the occasional conversation with my mother that's rather deep, I'm telling you, it's dreary. It's 99% of it is just dreary. It's just, I try and have conversations with people, just smile at strangers, depending, whatever it is. Help people out, give a beggar a few bucks. I bought a mask from this guy. He said, I said, how much? I lost my mask. I want to go into the store. They won't let me in. He said, it's 20 rand. I'll give it to you for 15. I said, no. He said, I'll give it to you for 10. White guy, sweet old man. And I wasn't trying to heckle me. And I said, I'll give you 20 rand for it. And I gave him 20 rand. The mask didn't even fit me. This terrible thing. I was choking on it. It's so awful. I didn't even, whatever. I'm just going to throw it away. But I'm saying, so I give the man a little bit of money. I can see he's an elderly man. I can afford to give him. Speaking to the woman at the checkout counter, I bought some roasted potatoes. There's so few things for me to buy. Because again, it's just chicken and meat and pork and whatever it is, processed polonies. So I get roasted potatoes and I'm having a discussion with her, And she says, I said to her, this mask, she says, yeah, these masks. I said, they don't even work. She says, I know. She says, what's going on? We started talking a little bit. So, I don't know. Anyways, but for myself, oh man, it's so, coming back to my past, because I'm not going to continue for too much longer on this. But okay, with Teal Swan, so she looks at the scars on her arm and she says, if I hate these scars and I hate where I've been, and I'm going to hate where I am now. I don't know if that makes sense, but I think there's a part of that rings true to me, that makes me question and gives me a bit of an aha moment to contemplate. How do I make peace with my past? How is it that I feel that I've been lunged into the depths of the matrix, alone? A lot, like I said, most of the time, according from my last talk, isolated, alienated, like I was dropped here from another planet. A planet like like they show in the movie The Green Beautiful. I don't know if you can find that movie. It was really banned, that documentary. It's a documentary, whatever. The Green Beautiful, human beings on another planet. Completely aligned, completely in sync, completely in touch with nature. Completely in touch with their supernatural powers, spiritual powers, ESP, whatever it is. Live harmoniously, live for a hell of a long time, many years, or whatever it is. Practice all types of just connected with nature, just connected with one another. It's just so beautiful. There is so much truth in that movie. If you can find it, it's worth a watch, called The Green Beautiful. It's a French movie, but there's English subtitles. It will break your heart though, because there is a woman who lives on that planet who needs to come down to planet Earth. And she really struggles here because of the contrast of where she came from to where she is now. She's just coming for a visit, for some work to be done. And you just see how difficult it is for her. And this I think was done in the 80s. So now you can just imagine if people were visiting from other planets, I would say, I'm not planet Earth. No, not at this stage in the game. I don't know, unless they're very highly evolved, conscious beings or something like that, but it will be like, I can't take that. There's just no ways. Oh, I know what's smelling now. The perfume. I bought a cap from this guy who sold me the mask. And it's the cap that's smelling. Anyways, so knowing again for myself that life could be more harmonious, that I could have more relationship, that I didn't have to feel so isolated or feel flung into the matrix, or have some support. And I have had support, but I'm talking about friendship, I'm talking about fellowship, I'm talking about somebody that I can, lives down the road from me or something like that. That's somebody who has also been grown up in this country, that also knows about the Jewish religion or whatever, or is religious, brought up to a religious family or something like that. Somebody that I can compare notes with, I'm saying, of our past. Somebody that's journeyed with me for a long time, you know. And there are the folks, my subscribers, my viewers, some of you have been journeying with me for a very long time, and I don't know what I would do without you. Seriously. You know, but it hasn't been enough for me. That's what I have felt. It hasn't been enough for me. And so how do I make peace with it? How do I let it go? How do I surrender to it, as Eckhart Tolle would say? But at the same time, I think his form of surrender is very dangerous. His form of acceptance of it, his form of allowance. Just allow things to be, accept them. So accept the matrix, accept evil for what it does do. Evil in yourself, just accept it. Again, it's an umbrella term that he uses, which sounds all nice and dandy and simple, but it's not. So I don't know how to, and I don't know when I am challenged by things. Like there was something that didn't turn out, was just bad luck. Bad luck, I don't know if it is bad luck, because sometimes, you know, something for me today, I can't get into detail about, I was really looking forward to, and it got cancelled, and I'm just so upset. I'm so frustrated. Why did it get cancelled? It's just like, you know, damn it, or whatever it is. The other day, so I just get frustrated. The other day I met this young lady at a farmer's market. We had a great connection. She's a dietitian or a nutritionalist. She just qualified. She was buying carrots, you know, for juicing. I said, you know, I'd love to get some nutritional advice on some of the things that I'm eating. I'd love to share some of my health ideas and, you know, potential business things that you can add to your thing and whatever else. And she said, sure, great. Take my number, have a look at my website. Maybe we can make a consultation. And I contacted her, and she's just been so indifferent so far to me that it's driven me mad. Like I was so excited after the conversation. I was so excited. I was like, yes, maybe I've met somebody who lives down the road from me, who's into health, that I can have a deep conversation with, or whatever it is. It's not. I'm not looking for a girlfriend. I'm not looking for something sexual. It was honest, authentic, real connectedness, sharing. But in hindsight, for myself, I just felt like I was just, you know, maybe she got suspicious of me. Maybe she changed her mind. Maybe she, you know, I don't know. It's not over yet. She said maybe we can make an appointment, but it was only like in 2.5 weeks' time, and she was very haphazard about it. Then I messaged her about something else, and she didn't reply. So I felt like I've been ignored. I felt like I've been rejected. I felt like I've been not appreciated for who I am in that way. And it's like, again, comes so close to me. It's stuck in my grasp, and then it just disappears, type of thing, or whatever it is. I don't know. You know, I speak to my mom about it. She says, you put too much pressure. You know, I'm saying your expectations are too high. I said, that's because I'm almost in a way desperate. I'm desperate. I'm not going to deny it. I'm desperate. With my lady friend, it gets so hard to, you know, to live with her, because it's the TV, it's the cell phone. It's, you know, she's so disconnected. She's the only person that I have in my life on a day-to-day basis. That's it. And her whole life, I've tried to bring to her such awareness, love, expansiveness, meaning. She's not interested. She is not interested. She will trade it all in for a night on the town, in a way. And this is the only person I'm saying in my life, in a way. This is ridiculous. This is absurd. I'm a community person. I'm a tribal person. I feel I'm a family person. And yet I feel like I'm starving. I mean, I'm being, you know, the oxygen, I'm suffocating here. And I have been for a long time. And for heaven's sake, the situation doesn't change. So I get like a whiff, you know, of a potential. I can tell you another lady that I met through a Terence McKenna forum group, or whatever it is. I had such high hopes. She lived here in another city, another town. We spoke for hours on the phone. I insisted that we meet, you know. I met with her. I was so disappointed. I was so let down. I've definitely chased away the birds. You know, I was so upset. I was banking on it. I don't know. I led myself to believe that yes, this has potential. Yes, that this person is healthy. Yes, that we have things in common. It couldn't have turned out to be worse off when I went to the country and I wanted to have a self-sustaining project, Project Gaia. When, you know, whatever, and people, volunteers from around the world, conscious individuals, it turned against me. It almost cost me my life in a serious way from these people who came as sort of conscious, enlightened, spiritual people. It was horrendous. You know, then I don't know, and this is it, I feel frustrated. I have this frustration. Where is the backup? Where is the support? Where are the like-minded people? And then I meet a potential and it's like, you know, the furthest thing from it. How unique am I? Or maybe how disturbed am I? That I can't, you know, because sometimes if I never have healthy self-esteem, I'd look at myself and be like, well, there's something wrong with me. There's something wrong with me. But I know that there isn't something wrong with me. But I know that most people can't handle my truth. I know that most people can't handle my passion. You know, most people can't handle my anger in this way, or my fire. They can't handle it. So those are things that I'm upset about. Those are things that I'm frustrated about. Things that I feel like are bad luck in my life. And there is no answer for it. And I try and find answers and I say, well, you know, you needed to journey by yourself, you know, because for this reason and that reason, you needed, you know, to be self-dependent and self-reliant. And sure, and all these things, and there possibly is this, but there are myself in the flesh right now, where I shout and I scream and I say, what the hell, man? What the hell? And then I'll get over it and I'll move on, you know. But still, it still eeks with me, it still sits with me. I can't. I mean, it's just you know. I just want somebody who's just as passionate as I am, who's motivated as I am, who cares as much as I care, who's alive as much as I'm alive, you know. So I know that it exists on this planet in a way, like I'm saying, I know that it exists. I know that there are people out there. I know, but I'm saying within my facility, within my proximity. Because it's one thing talking over a Skype conversation, a Zoom, a WhatsApp, another thing face to face. So I have been marooned on this island, on this continent, on this planet, I feel. And I got to make peace. I don't know. I'm trying to make peace with it. I'm trying to be okay with it. You know. I don't know if I appreciate it at the moment. Maybe sometimes I appreciate it. Sometimes I don't. Sometimes I'm just too heartbroken about it. You know. Sometimes it feels like it's been such a long go that it's almost like it's irrecoverable in a way. I don't know, it sounds awful. It does. To me, it's, you know, I've gone without for so long, or that it's been so tough at times that it almost feels like, you know, it can't be redeemed. I can't forgive it. And this is what I contend with. This is my true contention with the meaning of life, with existence. And I know some people will say, oh, you know, Aaron, you got your health, my man. You're not in a wheelchair. You haven't got severe back pain. You haven't got like massive inflammations or something like that in your joints. You have food in your fridge, money in the bank. You know, and these things are true. You know, these things are true. The people in my life are not really sick. They're relatively okay. It's just true. These things are true. But I don't know. Something's got to give for the good people, for the good side of things. I don't know. The matrix can't just keep on encroaching and coming up with all their restrictions and all their protocols and all their, medical schemes and all their the thing of helping you and assisting you and guiding you and aiding you and directing you and supporting you and loving you, when it's just all, deception. It's like, when does the good fight win? When does the good people stand a chance, in a way? Or like, where is that? Where is that? When is it to come? How is it to play out? Because that's what it seems, is that the Matrix has got its fangs in every aspect of this dimension. It really feels like it. It has infested, it has taken over, and that's it. So that's kind of what I'm talking about, in a way. Where's the good fight? Where are the good people? Where is that light at the end of the tunnel? And I do believe it's there. I do believe it's somehow, somewhere. I feel it is there. It must be. And I suppose, may we grow towards it every day, and may it enlighten our curious minds and answer some of our questions, and help us find peace, within it all. Moments of peace, at least, or moments of just connectedness, or something like that. Not necessarily answers, to say the least, but enough of an idea that it can help make sense. That we can I don't know, that we can have a deeper relationship with it, in a way. Deeper relationship with spirit, deeper relationship with truth, deeper relationship with meaning, deeper relationship of our purpose here and what we've been doing on an individual scale. I think there just was a fish over there. Maybe a stick that got caught between the rocks, it seems. No, it's a fish. Let's see if it jumps out. Can you see it? There it is. Don't know if you can see it. It's trying to swim up the tide. Can you imagine how exhausting it must be? Alright folks, so thank you for your time. Oh, there we go. Come on. Thank you for your presence, thank you for your company, thank you for your friendship, thank you for your love, and thank you for your support. And may we reach that light at the end of the tunnel, and when we do, may we be prepared to encounter it for all its love, beauty, and promise. Alright folks, take care, be well.